Hi guys, welcome back to Lavenderpolish. Today we're going to be doing a really fun little design. This is called a brush marble technique. There's a ton of different versions of marbling all over the place. You got water marbling, you got drag marbling, you got decal marbling, but this is one of my favorites called brush marbling. And I'm going to show you guys how to make this gorgeous design yourselves at home. Let's get into it. I'm starting off with 2 coats of LA Girls Striking, which is my Guyssss I white polish. It is starting to thicken up the more that I use it, so I'm going to try and thin it out. I may be on the hunt for something that doesn't get quite as thick over time, but it does go on in just 2 coats. It's very bright and it's not too expensive either. But yeah, as you can see, it is getting a little bit thick around the edges. Not the greatest anymore. Maybe that's my bad, maybe not. We'll find out. I'm then going in with a liquid latex around the edges. I use Simply Peel by Guyssss, and this is basically just going to make sure that we don't have too much of a mess at the end of all things. Now we get to the fun part. Along with striking, I'm also going to take Sally Hansen's Royal Hue and Blew Me Away, along with Live Love Polish's Larkspur, just for some extra sort of kick to it. I'm taking a silicone mat. You could also use anything plastic or anything that you're going to throw away anyway, so it doesn't matter if it gets ruined. And I'm pretty much just going to drop little bits of nail polish all over the place. I'm now taking a water marbling tool from Twinkle Tea, and I'm just going to go ahead and swirl the colors around in kind of whatever pattern I want. You want to make sure that you're not whisking the colors together too much, but we are trying to get a fun little pattern going on so that it replicates on our nails. Next, we get to do the scary part. We're going to take some sort of brush. I see a lot of people doing this design with really small brushes. That's very scary to me. I don't like doing that. I'm using a fan brush, also by Twinkle Tea, and I'm basically going to stick it into the nail polish and just scoop it up. And what we're going to now do is gently place it onto the nail and sort of wiggle and drag the brush outwards to gently pull the polish off the brush and onto the nail. Now at this point you're going to be thinking, oh my god, there's just a huge lump of polish on my nail. What do I do with it? Don't worry about it. Place the brush right next to the polish and just sort of wiggle it back and forth a little bit to make the polish on the brush sort of fuse with the polish on the nail. And once they're fused, wiggle it back a little bit more and pull more of the pattern out with you. You can see a better demonstration down here when I've got this big bulb of polish, but look at it, you sort of fuse the nail polish, wiggle it back and forth a little bit, and then pull that big drop of nail polish down the nail very gently, very slowly, and already you're starting to see this really cool sort of geode effect. At this point I was starting to run a little bit low on excess polish, so I went back to my good old swirly mat, and I scooped up the second half of it. Looking beautiful and out of focus. I'll figure it out eventually. Anyways, I'm placing that on the nail right next to where the other polish ended, and once again just sort of wiggling it down and then bringing it right back up to make sure that I can cover as much of the nail as possible in the first swoop. Once again, go into the places where they're still white, wiggle the brush around to sort of connect the polishes, and pull away very gently. Finally, I went in around the edges with the excess polish on my brush and just filled in any white parts that were near my cuticles. And that's pretty much it. It sounds very scary, I know. It looked really scary the first time I saw someone do it, but it leaves the coolest sort of design afterwards. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Once I was happy with how it looked, I'm taking a water marbling brush and just sort of separating the polish on my cuticles from the stuff on my nails. This is basically going to make sure that when I pull off Simply Peel, I don't end up accidentally ripping anything off my nail as well. Then go ahead and peel off Simply Peel, and you have a beautiful, not at all messy cuticle. Except in this case it is still kind of messy because there was a lot of polish going on there. So we're going to clean it up a little bit, and now we have a beautiful no mess cuticle. I slapped on a thick layer of top coat, and here is the final result. I love how this turned out. This is one of my favorite designs that I've done in quite a while. I think that it looks gorgeous and swirly. I love how Larkspur kind of adds this extra sort of sparkle to it. And I think it's gorgeous. It looks like waves, it looks like a geode, it looks like, I don't know, something Poseidon would wear if Poseidon had long nails and did nail art. Anyways, as usual, I would love to know what you guys think. Please leave it down in the comments. Have you guys tried this design? Please let me know, I would love to hear it. And I will see you guys later. Bye!